Elsie. Let us see what you have on your table there, Elsie. Then I have a clarification question before I can cook anything.
Okay. This could be a total bust.
I have to eat something later. So not a total bust.
I know, I'm craving goldfish right now myself. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay.
Grenadine, I think over there. I can't see what that first one is. Okay, Benedictine.
Benedictine.
I think that's how it's said.
However that's said. Look at this bottle.
It's a very large bottle. I tend to get Tanqueray.
So
did he ask for Bombay? What made you choose Bombay? I have no idea. Gin is gin. What led you to that one?
Oh, because you know what?
Uh-huh.
I always hear, like, even with margaritas, go with the cheaper stuff, because if you're going to mix it all together, it's just a part of the recipe, and it's not going to make as much of a difference.
I tell you that, like
sipping, and it's not nice.
Whiskey. That I don't tend to, sipping whiskey. So I get that. Okay, before you do anything down there, Tom. Okay. Okay, but
Cowboy Days.
She's not done.
Yet.
And I haven't started cooking because I have to ask a question. Bitters. Pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice.
Triple sec.
A shaker.
Jack. Sec. Hearing. Tom has a joke about the hearing.
Is it your understanding that I put dry pasta in the casserole or cooked pasta in the casserole?
Depends on the type of noodle.
Bless you. I think it's actually not cooked, but I have it cooked and not cooked just in case, because all of a sudden I thought, but I'm going to put the cooked. Okay, I'm going to be off headphones for a little bit, but the two of you, and then I'll be back.
You go for it, Angela. I like the kitchen background. That's very realistic. It's right on target.
It's real. It's not just realistic.
Is this a green screen? That's amazing.
It's a kitchen.
Okay. All right. You go.
I feel like we gave
yes.
Angela.
Okay.
All right. So, as you can see now, this is really exciting. Angela's got her I Love Cooking smock on, and she's in her very cool modest. Oh God, what happened? That didn't sound good.
Oh dear.
Angela, you still there?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, she's still there. So anyway, so while Angela's working on the actual recipe portion of today's blab, Elsie's going to be working on the actual drink portion. So you typically enjoy a beverage, usually a cocktail, although they can be after dinner. Girl. So tell us a little bit about the cocktail you've decided to prepare and why you've decided to prepare it.
Okay, that is a great question, and I am so glad you asked. I've always wanted to. Sorry. Anyway, so Angela's actually the one that chose the cocktail for me to prepare, and anyone in the vicinity of 1.1 mile gets to try it. No, sorry, plain, that doesn't count. Look at them all trying to you want to try it. Hi, Angie.
Okay, so you could have prepared a lot of different cocktails, but you chose which one to prepare for us tonight.
Yeah, and I wanted you to help me out.
Okay, Benedictine.
About this, it was really hard to find.
Was originally created by 13th century monks. It was their way of surviving the monthly fast.
Ooh,
so they made this liqueur because you were allowed to drink, not eating for an entire month. Benedictine monks, I will credit with coming up with Benedictine, and probably still live a month off of Benedictine alone. That's a historical fascinating fact. Which I just made up.
It smells interesting. It's What does that remind me of?
Yeah, Jägermeister is a much fancier name. They kind of stole their thunder and remarketed it. This is Jägermeister for the older crowd who's probably never going to buy Jägermeister after the age of 30. Just because of the whole connotation attached to Jägermeister and all that, which we're not going to go into on this show. That's a different one, the frat party, spring break. Roses Grenadine.
So
Roses. Okay, so for anybody, we all know roses are one of the finest names in mixers. They are not only do an awesome grenadine, but they also do a hellacious roses lime juice, which if you've not had a lime gimlet, you don't know what you're missing, for one. And two, really the roses lime juice, which is not lime juice. It's not like that little plastic thing you can squeeze with the real lime juice. This is kind of candied version, but it's so good in drink. I'm going to assume the same. I've not had the grenadine that Roses makes, but I'm assuming it's on par with the lime juice, which is par none. Yeah,
this smells so good.
If you were growing up as a kid, personally, I used to get the Roy Rogers when I hung out with my parents when they were playing golf and they would go to the bar. And I would sit there with them back when you probably could sit at a bar with your parents. And I would get either. How's it going, Angela?
It's great. Now it's baking for 20 minutes, so I could just sit here. If you'd like, I could cook during your normal music ones. It shuts me up.
No.
I wish I had 20 minutes worth of music today. Originally, my plan was that I would come up with a list of drinking songs, but then I thought that's too obvious. And then
that's too obvious.
You guys, drinking songs, and I could think of a few, but I just actually didn't learn them. So,
okay,
I have to teach you guys.
Yeah.
Very important. But I don't.
Oh, I'm just talking to fill up space, so jump right in.
Bitters, I think that isn't alcoholic. I don't know, but if you have a stomachache, or even the worst, this lime juice and club soda.
Just lime juice and club soda, or the lime juice, the club soda, and the bitters. I think it does have some alcohol in it, but I've heard that, it has a lot of action. Yeah. I mean, a lot of alcohol came from original medicinal purposes. So
that's a great
because I worked as a hostess at a I worked as a hostess at a fine dining restaurant, and I drank the concoction. I was sick. I ate too much paella across the street. Is that Pine Avenue? What was that place called? Alegria. Oh my gosh, the best paella. And I just too much. That's all it was. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. And I had a whole shift. I worked a double shift. This stuff smells good, guys.
Angus service.
You'll swing Christmas any day. Christmas anything to do with gin does tend to remind me of Christmas. All the gin drinks tend to smell kind of Christmassy.
Randy knows what you're talking about there. That's my high five action I saw.
Wait a second. But now that we have Angela,
because that was the one my grandmother mentioned the most, and the one I remembered from when I was a kid. Triple sec, yes.
Singapore Sling. That's I'm glad you picked it because I've never had one.
Me neither. Oh, actually, I lied. I did have one.
Me neither.
I had one on the Alaskan Abraham Hicks cruise.
Really?
I paid for that high-end drink package, so I was drinking my way around the ship. I just love being able to say, I'll take, and they would give me whatever. I could ask for anything, and they'd hand it to me. I really liked that. But so one of the bars that was disturbingly close to where you first get on the ship had a Singapore Sling as it's right there on its menu. So I did finally have one. It was good.
Nice.
I'll tell you this with a cork.
That stuff is not cheap. Let me tell you, that's like $30.
I'm sorry.
Seriously, Angela, why couldn't you pick like a gin and tonic or I don't know.
Well, because I also thought that these 3 drinks really sounded like Elsie.
I'll give you that.
I think it's because of the vintage. She likes a lot of vintagey stuff. She likes tiki stuff. Yeah. They're kind of tiki-ish. You know that one of those trips my grandmother could have been drinking that on could have been actually to Trinidad. So,
That's a good point.
So, hey, I tried. I'm just showing that I did try.
No, thank you, Angela. And to help guide us along our path, this book was given to me as a wedding present a long time ago, and given to us, not just me, but I've mainly used it. And it does, actually, it's Hollywood cocktails, and it actually goes through a lot of the classic drinks, has some awesome photos and references of drinks from classic movies. So you can see all the really cool, hey, what are you doing in here? I thought you were in Studio C.
The cook needed to turn on a fan.
Yeah, so it's really cool, but they do have a Singapore sling in here. I will actually go ahead and read a little bit. If that's
absolutely, it's interesting. Can I say too, I couldn't find it for tonight, but that's the only one also that somewhere around my house, I have the recipe written in my grandmother's handwriting where she wrote down how to make one. So that's kind of cool too.
That's pretty amazing. That is amazing. And while you're talking about that, that is really cool when you buy old cookbooks and books that are used, particularly if they're from the 50s and 60s, or if you inherit them. There's handwritten notes and letters and recipes that fall outside of that book, and they're written by relatives who you don't even know, depending on how you got the book. And it's really interesting. So I'm glad you pointed that out. I actually found a bookmark from a friend of mine's father who passed away 10 years ago. It was right here. And he may have given us this book. I'm not sure. But it's amazing what you will find in old books.
Apple juice.
So here we go. The recipe for a Singapore sling. First, they have a quote here from the movie. It says, "Everybody comes to Rick's. They come to escape and they come to drink. A Cointreau, perhaps, or for those seeking to quench their thirst in desert heat, a Singapore sling. The original Singapore sling was created by Nyam Tong Boon, bartender at the legendary Raffles Hotel. This version employs a variation of Nyam's first recipe." So here's what they have. I know it's going to differ from yours slightly, probably, but I'll read it out. It says 50 milliliters of gin, and we did get Bombay, not Sapphire, but the regular Bombay gin, which is one of my favorites. I find it to be very light and refreshing. Actually, it's not light at all. It's a real ass kicker.
I only tend to have the Tanqueray because I have a friend locally that always wants the Tanqueray. So I haven't experimented much, but I should, because I've discovered I really kind of like doing that. Because there are a lot of differences.
Yeah, Tanqueray is the ultimate gin and tonic gin, in my opinion. Bombay is the ultimate martini gin.
Is
dirty martini. Then I want to go with the Bombay or the Bombay Sapphire.
She is a gin and tonic girl.
You did Christmas about gin, Angela, and I have to say that is truly like what I like about gin. Vodka, it's all about how much it doesn't taste like anything. Like the more it doesn't taste like anything, the better. Where gin, that spiciness to it, that almost Christmas flavor that it has, all those botanicals put together. It's got a real bite to it that I like. So anyway, enough said. It says gin, fresh lemon juice, sugar syrup, or simple syrup in this case, cherry herring, which is extremely expensive, $30, thank you, a slice of lemon, and a stem cherry. Now, we don't have the stem cherry, but we do have some red peppers out there on a plant that actually look amazingly similar to a maraschino cherry. You may
I've seen those actually on the internet. They are called cherry peppers or something like that, yeah.
You know, I would put it in a person's drink that I didn't really like, but I won't put it in. Yeah.
You might find out it's a whole taste sensation, and it'd be named for you.
I have to say, Angela, I really like the whole new school of martinis where you have a habanero pepper with some cucumber and something sweet in it. That's awesome. So I do like that. We might have to use those peppers for a future drink. Maybe next week.
Was Elsie waving to speak?
I hope so, because I run out of stuff.
Well, I can say this. I'd never had a martini at all until I went on that same cruise, and I bought the high-end drink thing. So the nights were just, from one bar to another, trying all their different martinis. Now, if any of those concoctions were actual normal ones, I don't know, but they were delicious.
What was the craziest one that you had? What was like the weirdest?
One was pretty much like a banana split. It was pretty much like a banana split meets martini. It was like, but yeah.
All right, so Elsie's over here. Your mic's a little low, Elsie, so we're going to turn it over to you now and give it to us.
Oh, no,
I don't remember when I'm supposed to put the celery in.
Oh, wait,
right?
I can tell you this because I know about retro cooking. That should always be cooked. Butter, I don't care what you cook it in, you want to cook that down. Especially if it's casserole, it gets it, because it's like the old chicken soup where you do the celery and the carrots, you want to cook it down and gives it that weird flavor. It's like, if you don't have celery, it's like all over it. Yet celery has such a delicate taste.
No, I've never really eaten that.
Except when it's peanut butter. Then
I have to try it.
No, I haven't either.
I wasn't that kid.
That's not for me.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, 6 tablespoons pineapple juice. 2 tablespoons of the.
Yeah, that's
so heavy.
That is 1.5 milliliter bottle, and you can kill somebody. I mean,
both ways, maybe.
Spoons of lime juice. I just put a whole lime in because my theory is you can put as much fresh.
It makes sense to me.
It makes the drink. All this other stuff, the gin, the pine, whatever. It's the lime juice. Now this one was one. Wait. Benedictine.
Created by monks.
Oops, I didn't put this in. Half a tablespoon.
It's like me with vanilla in any baking recipe. I need to look at
Benedict.
Grenadine.
One tablespoon. 2 dashes of triple sec. Better make 2.
How do you measure a dash? There used to be a dash thing.
It's kind of like this. And I think moist hot sauce and a dash of hot sauce.
Yeah, if it's one of those, it's just like a toss. But wasn't there a part on the other side of a shot glass? Those ones that have both sides, that the one side was a dash for things that didn't do that? I think. Yeah. I could be wrong, though.
You're right. The really old ones.
Yeah. When you see them like in vintage stores and stuff. Yeah.
1.
Yeah. Those were 3 dashes. I would not call that a dash. That was 3.
Well, but if whatever it is good.
Just so you know. Yeah, it was bitters. I'm not sure.
It was 3 dashes.
But I'll just take your word for it.
Oh, great. That
was annoying. It would have been better to make the punch. I'm sorry.
Look at how... I
wow.
know. Look at how much I got, too, out of all that. But we're going to put a lot of ice in here, and Tom's going to drink it.
Now, if we can only send you the food. I should say, it was really good because I have an apron.
I know.
And I've never had an apron before. And what it says that I love, it says MF.
Cooking?
Which sounds kind of bad. But it's Mexican
depending
food.
on oh, yeah.
And it was because of this place, right? Which is the place that I had the cooking class in Cancun. And so they gave you this apron.
Oh, nice.
So now I have an apron, awesome. So I might as well wear it. Because I'm a mess.
Perfect.
Yeah. And they...
I'm working on mine. Yeah, I'm working on mine. When you buy one, you have to clean it up, and then you have to season it. And it's one of those things like some frying pans where you never wash it.
Got it. Yeah, because the flavor needs to
right.
Right.
You're seasoning.
Like
Yeah.
Cooking. You're not.
Supposedly the best steak comes from a steak that's what do you call that? Seared on one of those frying pans that's like that. And then I think you actually put it in the oven to finish it off and then let it, you know, what is that? It lets it rest.
And here in America, we need all those fancy
$2,000
steak.
My mother used to get all those. There's a steak machine. I guess like a George Foreman, like a grill.
Yeah, exactly like that. But you can probably use a George Foreman grill for steaks.
This one sears.
I haven't made a steak in forever. I guess it's time.
Gas grill. I haven't had one in a long time either.
It's time.
But I do have steaks. It's on a gas grill.
Messages. Who said barbecue?
Liquor.
Says, ooh.
Ants on a log.
Not that kind of
I don't understand anything that's happening over there.
Just kidding.
Okay, so 5 minutes. I better look again. What am I supposed to do in 5 minutes?
Let's think about this recipe. What
I don't remember. You know the hilarious thing. When we were talking about do fried onions still exist, right? And I'm thinking they're canned, like squishy fried onions, but no, they're almost like Funyuns.
Okay, I know Funyuns.
I don't. Yeah, we can't watch. This is national television. We can't have a drink on national.
BS. You want to know what's in mine?
That looks like green herbal tea.
It's Mountain Dew. That's it.
Oh, this is the prop drink. This is the cool. Oh, I mean, yeah, this is the
This is the prop drink. All right, where did it go? Darn you thing. Hey, Peabody, you're gonna get yourself shut out.
Thanks, Randy. I'm not sure what I did to deserve that, but I'll take it.
How is it? What was bad? You didn't like it?
Yeah.
So how much? Okay, Tom.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about this cookbook. Not just this cookbook, but cookbooks from this era in general. This is the Fast and Fancy cookbook made by June Roth, which was published in, I believe, 1968. And this was truly the golden age of a lot of modern American cuisine, or maybe, I'm sorry, really vintage American cuisine, but really taken on a lot. This is the late 60s.
Hold it up closer. Fast and Fancy. Yeah.
Right. So you got the pineapple. You know,
June Roth's Fast and Fancy. Yeah.
Late 60s color palette there. But what's great about this is back when food could really be decadent. You didn't have to be all artsy and sophisticated. You know, you just say right off the bat, you know, I'm going to put, 10 cans of cream of chicken soup or cream of celery soup in here and cheese spread. But it's a lot of great hearty cooking. And quite honestly, you can really look at a lot of the appetizers and dip sections. My favorite. This is like really what modern American sort of bar food, where it came from. A lot of things like mozzarella sticks,
right,
ham and cheese dogs,
wedding food.
Come on,
the old wedding food.
Yeah,
the meatballs.
Yeah, stuffed croissants, flaming walnut pate balls, and of course fondue, which has definitely shown a resurgence in popularity in the past 10 years or so.
Yes, it has.
And, salmon fondue, you just don't see that anymore. All kinds of dips and casseroles. And when I was a kid, you know, I go over to my friends' houses and they would serve this, but my mom wouldn't do that. She was not a casserole person. I just got things like spaghetti and meatballs.
Neither was mine. She was open a can and dump it in the pot and heat it person.
Oh man, but there's some great stuff in here. I mean, and of course the whole sort of late '60s style.
Although every time they show one, there's one over on Facebook, Kitsch Bitch, I think it is, where she shows a lot of food from the time period, mostly Jell-O molds. And I mean, there's just some really ugly Jell-O molds.
Yeah, the Watergate salad. All those kind of weird Jell-O salads that I never really liked. You know, but you know, they're still around and people like them. A lot of baked stuff, like you just put things on a slow cooker and let them cook all day, or let them cook in an oven for about 40 minutes. That's what I miss from my childhood. What did you do, Elsie, that Randy's saying is epic? Whew. That's terrifying how you cut that.
I have no idea. So, what did I do? Oh, I need to take this jacket to dry.
So the one that I really wanted to call out here was the, see if I can find it now. The rare casserole.
Did you want mint?
She's not that blonde, Randy. She's not that blonde. He says if you put the dry gin on your shirt, it'll dry the pineapple juice. You want? Oh, it's time to do the next part.
Oh, that's a great idea. Why didn't I?
How about this one, Angela? Macaroni, salmon, rarebit casserole. Seriously. And guess what? The thing I love about this one, the main ingredient is 2 boxes of packaged macaroni and cheese dinners. That's a great place to start. Get this. Next ingredient, you'll never guess. One can of beer.
Wicked.
Well, I would, knowing this is a late 60s cookbook, I'm going to go with something like Schlitz or Northern Star, one of those really classic old low-grade beers that, you know, if you get drunk on those, you're in serious trouble. But it's like the cheap tequila, really good at margaritas and things where you've got to really stick out. And then, of course, you got your canned salmon, not fresh salmon. If you use fresh salmon, this will not work. The recipe will not be good. It's watery, not quick. It tastes horrible. It's got to be canned.
It's supposed to
be exactly.
And elegant.
So, and then stuffed olives. Again, not fresh olives, but, you know, manzanilla, whatever they have with the red peppers in them. Hey, celery makes an appearance here. And guess what? French fried onions. So half of this stuff, you don't really even have to buy fresh. You could just buy it at the store. It's already packaged in a cardboard box. You just bring it home and you just put it all together. And that's what's great about the late 60s. They weren't fooling around. It's like, you know, you didn't have time all day back then. And
because the homemakers of the time needed more time with their girlfriends to have tea parties and, you know, really do
also, let's face it. I mean, it was women wanted to be empowered and to work and to make their own bread, and they didn't have time to screw around and make dinners all day anymore. And this is the kind of cookbook you read back then, because you just had time. You could take stuff that's in your cupboard and make a really awesome dinner. And guys, I don't think really did a lot of cooking back then. I'm pretty sure, or at least from my experience growing up in the early 70s, none of my friends' dads cooked ever, period. Unless it was a barbecue. That's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And why is that still such a big deal that men barbecue and women cook or whatever? And who bakes?
Yeah, pretty much these days, everyone can do everything.
Really.
So, a little check-in over there at Kitchen Cocina Angela. Cocina Estes.
Cucina.
Yeah, Cocina.
Not
Cocina. That's
I put too much
Spanish for kitchen.
No one's.
Cucina is Italian for kitchen, I think.
No. Is it Cocina?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that.
Okay.
Trust me, I had 0 years of Italian and 4 years of Spanish. Yeah, I know. Kind of
come on,
the fourth year.
Why?
About your Spanish.
I took the 4th year. I just was overwhelmed. I took it a study hall.
It has no. But I think it has a lot to do with the teacher. I had a great teacher.
I had a great
and
teacher.
I was
He
not
was
that
tough.
good. And you probably, well, I don't know what your excuse was. Mine was.
I have lots of excuses.
Okay. Anyway.
Seriously, though, my 9th grade Spanish teacher, Dr. Aguirre, played baseball with Castro. He was from Cuba, and he said Castro was a real SOB. He said he was a pitcher, and he would try and hit with the ball all the time.
Wow.
But anyway, hence we digress. So anyway, that was the macaroni salmon rarebit casserole. And what's great about that is you've probably heard a lot about what
Exactly.
What is rare?
You know what's really weird? Because if you go Google rarebit, what it is it's a dish of cheese on bread. But for this casserole, they have substituted the pasta for the bread. I can't help but think that most people I know would probably like the bread version, even with the salmon better.
Are you making this version, Angela, just out of curiosity?
I guess so. It does not have the olives because I forgot the olives, and I'm not a big olive fan anyway. So then I was going to maybe put something I had from here as a substitution, and I just decided not to. And then instead of their cheese, I grated some cheese.
You didn't use the macaroni and cheese dinner like the recipe requires.
With the macaroni and cheese.
Oh, I did. I used their macaroni, but then I switched out the cheese at the last minute.
Okay.
I know what she did. I know what she did. She totally.
I actually still have them. Is that a fun thing to do? Do you want to know an ugly secret? I have never made macaroni and cheese from a package in my life. I never have.
Really? What did you eat growing up?
Sometimes, yes. Well, I would say when I was a kid, I would either have some sort of Campbell's canned soup if I cooked, or a TV dinner if I cooked. But then when I got to college, my first staples were corn on the cob, peanut butter and jelly on toast, or just the hell with it. Just go get peanut M&Ms. It's got protein. It's got chocolate. We're all happy.
Oh, man.
Big and cheese fan. I admit it. Angela, I have a great idea. We should do
absolutely. Now, how are we going to do that?
It can't be
Stouffer's?
anything good.
Make
It
some
can't be
tiki
Stouffer's because that's actually really good.
Hungry.
No, it should actually be one that you could remember eating when you were a kid. Because then... so hold on one second.
Here's a recipe here I really like. Casserole con queso. And we all know that casseroles never have cheese. They never come with cheese. So that's what's really interesting about this one. Hunter stew. Yeah.
Hunter stew.
This is good. Oh, thank you.
And you never said how it was.
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to be an upstanding citizen here and wait till the blab is over in a few minutes before I enjoy. We're at a prop drink. But we got kids in the audience over here.
Hey, technically it is over, isn't it?
Hi, Vivi.
Cheers.
Okay, T, let's try it.
Cheers.
Let's try it. Cheers. Come on. Go on the camera. Ready? Okay.
Fantastic. It's just like...
Oh, there we go. Angie.
Yay.
That's fantastic. That's really good.
I can't imagine whoever came up with this put so many ingredients in it, and it actually is really refreshing. And what else? What you say? It tastes like a sweet watermelon candy, but it doesn't taste like watermelon.
Right.
Cherry. Crazy.
Oh, it had the pineapple juice though. It's all just run amok there. What's happening?
The cherry, the orange. Oh my gosh, you know what, Angela? It tastes like incense. And when I was growing up, my sister loved incense, and my favorite was orange. And this has a very
That's interesting.
Earthy.
Yeah. I will have to try to make sure you post the recipe and everything. Okay.
It's the one that you sent me.
In that case, I knew. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Very
Fantastic.
cool. I kept them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you going to sing a song to sing us out,
Well,
or what
I
you going to
probably
do?
should sing a song. I just don't have anything rehearsed. I really don't. Viv, what should I sing? You don't know.
I'm telling you now.
Yes. You know, this is actually really good. Vivian said, "Fabulous playground." So why not? Here,
Yay! Perfect.
hopefully, I remember it. Everybody get on the bus. You can hitch a ride with us. We're going to the fabulous place. There's so many things to see. And being fabulous is something to be. We're going to the fabulous playground. Oh yeah. We're going to the fabulous playground. Nice.
I get
Nicely done.
like I want to sing with this and not with.
So the whole question of could we do it? You've got 259 on it on the, but pretty good.
So, can you tell us about the ingredients in this fabulous?
Well, I posted on Facebook. I put
recipe?
pictures of what they were. I used this macaroni and cheese, only I didn't end up using their cheese, right? And it was only because I did this new grocery thing, and so they had this type of cheese. It is
What is
Mike's
that?
Firehouse Jack. Organic. Spring Hill Jersey cheese. So I was trying different cheeses, so I just thought, well, I'll try this for fun. It was maybe not a good idea, but we'll see. We've got these French fried onions. Oh, and then we had a beer, so it was a Pacifico beer, and I mean literally the recipe called for a beer. Not me, although. Oh, and then my drink was actually, what the hell is that? What's the cinnamon whiskey?
Fireball.
It's Fireball with a little bit of Sprite. It's actually delicious.
Oh,
It works well.
Fireball and ginger ale, like they both have a similar quality that I wonder. Yeah,
I didn't have any. But I agree,
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
that slow afterburn, that spice.
And they have that, yeah, they're the same spice family somehow.
Yeah, Randy knows what I'm talking about.
How's it going?
We talked about that. All right, everybody. So how's the going?
All
Everything all nothing caught on fire?
101.
What is the weirdest recipe?
Sadly, I already threw the can for the salmon in the trash, but it was bumblebee.
One of the best.
So what?
Oh, your favorite weird recipe?
Well, my favorite
growing up
recipe
that would
growing
be-
up was my mother would cook in a pressure cooker. It was always very exciting because she would always tell the story about my aunt blowing one up. And when it would get to the point where anything had to happen, she'd always scream and run and leave and make my dad do that part. But it was a hot potato. It was apparently supposedly German culture, and it was a hot potato salad, which had potatoes, onions, hot dogs, and some sort of seasoning that I don't know. It was delicious. I loved it as a kid. I actually do,
Wow.
and maybe we could try that if I get brave enough for a pressure cooker, because I have her cookbook with her writing on it of that. Oh, it's going
I see
off.
it.
So if you watch, it doesn't have its top,
Here we go, guys. Let's
And it
all
looks very
focus
liquidy.
It looks what, nitty gritty?
So, can you see that kind of? What's getting hot?
Yes, can you change it?
Nice. That looks amazing.
I'm sorry. You put it up.
No, don't do that.
It
Don't put,
looks amazing.
he's gonna.
Hello?
I'm gonna be out of the picture, which would be a bad thing.
Oh gosh, what are you doing to
Don't
the
hurt the
cat?
cat. So that's what it looks like. It's going to get these things on top of it, and I don't remember if it goes back in there for a few more minutes, but that's about it.
Casserole,
So we can go.
gets better the longer it sits out. It goes to the refrigerator and it sits out again. It just tastes better and better. So
That's the idea with the casserole. What question?
Question. So, if you were to feed a chakra with that casserole, which chakra would benefit?
I would think. I think one down near the lower ends. It's going to be either sacral, solar plexus, sacral, or root. I would think, maybe root.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I like it though. I like that. I like how you're thinking. Except that you realize now that you did that course, I have to do a course. Because I looked at it and I thought, I could do this. I would do this here, and I would do that there. So, all right.
That's what makes it fun too, is you have all the knowledge about how,
Well, exactly, because I mean, I could look at yours and really like what you've done, right? And get excited about that, but then be able to see the completely different thing that I would be doing and be excited to see, what I can do. I know definitely the beginning and I know the end. I'm not sure I know the middle yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah, my next course is all a skeleton right now, so I just have to fill.
Yay!
I have to tell you,
that's
Angela,
great.
The Singapore Sling 10 in my
I thought so too.
Really,
I didn't have that one, but on the cruise ship, I thought so too. So celebrity makes it this one.
Right, not sweet. It's like I like the
right,
together.
Exactly.
It makes it a sip and drink.
Yeah.
What drives me crazy with drinks that Randy knows what I'm talking about, right? Drinks that are too sweet, you drink them too fast. You got to pace yourself. And this is a sip and drink. I put it up there with the martini. I love it. You can sip on it, and it just keeps getting better and better. So I'm a fan.
Very, very, very nice.
I'm a fan of the Singapore.
See, I knew my grandmother had great taste in booze. I just knew it. She might as well have. My parents certainly gave her a tough time about it, so I'm glad. You go get them. Herb Alpert Tijuana with brass.
Cocktail.
Very much so. The Lonely Bull, yeah, very much. I'd go to her house and she had at least 3 records of that would, be running most of the time. See, now my mother would be more Trini Lopez and Claudine Langer.
Nice, I like those too.
And my dad would be, oh God, who's that guy? Ritter.
Tex Ritter. She also liked Marty Robbins. Down in the West Texas town of Oso. Da, da, da.
Whipped cream. Yes, she played whipped cream a lot.
Yeah.
The one that, and another one that's kind of weird that's musical about my family is when we would go on vacations and, like a road driving vacation when I was little, my parents would sing the song Do Lord to each other. And I mean, that's not like they were really religious. I have no idea why that song. And I don't think they knew the whole song because you just get this one portion. But it was cute because they'd sing it back and forth.
I love that story. That's cool.
So I once looked it up. I have a version of Johnny Cash doing it. It's a little religious for my taste, but yeah.
So I think one of these, and I'm glad this is documented on my ideas. I'm sure you have plenty. Well, Western cooking blab, and I'll figure out the drink, which could be really simple beer, an big giant.
And they better sign off fast.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for coming to the show. It's been a great experience.
Get the hook. But yes, write them down because I love some of those ideas. And I see this sort of idea to me is like that one with the girl who did the Julie and Julia, right? Where her name was Julia and she cooked her way through a Julia Child book. And she got a book project and a movie and a blog and a... But it's a cool idea at the same time too, and this to me feels that sort of organic with fun things to. So I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, do I? I didn't know that. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me look and make sure. I need to make sure. Is there something here that I missed to give it a fair shake? Yeah. See, I am supposed to bake it 5 more minutes. But we'll just taste it like it is, because it's just 5 more minutes for the stuff on the top. So, a spoon.
Super Tech said we sing when it's springtime.
Oh, for the wet one?
You're not making that, are you?
Didn't get any seasoning whatsoever, but you figure cheese is really salty.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be.
I can't believe you're eating something from 1969.
Kinda. It tastes 0 to 10.
0 to 10. She's not big that long.
All right, no comment.
It reminds me again of like Hamburger Helper that my parents would make.
I was going to say it better be an 8 or a 9 because you've got a lot of it to eat.
I give it a 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Art's coming over. He'll eat it.
You can also
the
freeze
cheese,
dry.
boy, the cheese heated it up. Well,
where's the book, T? Just so Angela doesn't have to like never eating at your house. No.
Yeah, no, I would not know. No.
Okay, so this
that was
is
a good price, $1.91.
Your friends unless it's.
Yeah, well, back then it was like $30.
Actually,
although if you've got a can of salmon, it's not bad. It's not horrible.
What would you do differently if you? Well, you already did.
I don't think I'd go quite as hot a cheese as I went because it is kind of a little bit warm. It has a little bit of a kick.
And it's salty enough, yeah.
I think so. But yeah, that it ends up kind of on Firehouse Jack guy.
There you go. So we'd like to
which I have full circle grocery delivery, so you can get that from there.
Thank you, Fiery Jack's Organic Pepper Jack Cheese tonight for sponsoring our show, and we'd also like to thank June Roth, Fast and Fancy.
Wouldn't that be nice?
You can actually make great food that's delicious, fancy, and fast, and also cocktails. Allows us to all have drinks just like we were stars in our own movie. So thank you very much to our sponsors.
See, that's lots of fun. And then I did.
Yeah. And as long as you have a cocktail, you can eat it.
And I did have glasses for you.
Hey! Oh,
But these felt kind of that period, you know.
Well, I tell you what.
Oh, well, all right.
Here we go, everybody. I think this has been one of the funnest episodes. I've certainly learned a lot.
This was a great.
Yeah, and there's something spectacular that Elsie did.
Yeah,
you
know, like when shows started going on location
who
and getting like pushing, they got the bigger budgets once they're more successful. I kind of feel like that's happening with us. Like Randy, I've noticed there's a different
that's it
behind you. So, and Elsie's outside in Southern California. We got Angela in a really cool looking kitchen.
And I have a kitchen.
Yeah, I'm stuck here back in Studio A.
I know.
So I'm going down the court. So you guys enjoy the on location stuff. And yeah, I think it definitely comes.
But
I think it's time. Now we need roadies.
All right, let's do it.
Techies.
Everybody get on the bus. You can hitch a ride with us. You're going to the fabulous place. There's so many things. Being fabulous is something to be. We're going to the fabulous playground. Yeah. We're going to the. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you for sponsors.
Bye.
Don't you go change it. See you again next time on Blab, everybody. I'm your host, Rourke. And you are? Tattoo. Ah, yes, Tattoo. We will be back next week. That is indeed a very dangerous fantasy. To host a Blab.
I'm telling Mom.
All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, that was pretty good, right? What was your favorite part?
Everything.
Me too. Give me 5. Ah! Hey, man, thanks. You totally saved me. Like, I didn't know what